Hey friends, this video is in continuation with the previous one and on past adjustments. In the previous video I have discussed omission of interest on capital with the simplest method I have gone through, and now in this video I am going to discuss omission of interest on drawings and rectify it with the same method which I have adopted while doing omission of interest on capital. Very simple method. In this method, if I want to rectify omission of interest on drawings with the same method, I have to first calculate interest on drawings, and you have to follow the rules and regulations which are mentioned in the Provisions of Partnership Act to calculate interest on drawings. Number 2 is preparing P&L adjustment account, and number 3 is preparing table showing adjustment which will give debit or credit accounts to us for performing the journal correctly. Now I am going to take a very simple example to discuss omission of interest on drawings. Suppose there are two partners A and B, and their profit sharing ratio is 2:1. Their interest on drawings were for A rupees 1000 and for B rupees 500, but at the end of the year it was discovered that interest on drawings were not shown in the P&L account, P&L appropriation account by the accountant. Now we have to rectify the problem. First you have to calculate interest on drawings, but in this question I have already taken interest on drawings, so there is no need to calculate interest on drawings here. Just write interest on drawings for A rupees 1000 and for B rupees 500. Now performing the double entry system. For a partnership firm, interest on drawings is the revenue because it is charged from the partners. So in the profit and loss adjustment account, interest on drawings would be shown on the credit side because credit side is for revenue, for income gains. So I just write interest on drawings on the credit side of P&L adjustment account. For A rupees 1000 and for B rupees 500. Because there is no other adjustment given in the question which I have taken, so I have to close it. Now I am going to close the P&L adjustment account. Credit side is exceeding, so first total credit side and then write down the amount on the debit side. Write it to capital accounts, and P&L adjustments debit side always shows profits, so it is profit. Now I am going to distribute 1500 in the partners profit sharing ratio. I am going to change the profit sharing ratio to 1:1 because if I take 2:1 there would be no journal entry because debit and credit side will be equal. So I am changing my ratio to 1:1. Now I am going to distribute 1500 in 1:1 ratio. That will be 750 to A and 750 to B. Now I am transferring or posting these terms in adjustment table. I am preparing two columns here for A and B. I have already written here amount debited and amount credited. In the previous video I have already discussed it. Because we are doing double entry system, so we have to cross the entries into different accounts. So credit items in P&L adjustment account will be posted against amount debited. That will be 1000 for A, 500 for B, and debit items in P&L adjustment account will be posted against amount credited, 750 each. Now I am going to close it and finding out the difference. There is difference of 250 in each case. But look, in the case of A, debited amount is more than credited, so I would write down debit against A, and in the case of B, credited amount is more than debit, so I will write down credit. Here I get two different accounts, debit and credit, which I will record it in journal. In the journal, A's account will be debited by 250 rupees and B's account will be credited by the same amount, that is 250. So this is done. We have corrected the omission, being omission of interest on capital, interest on drawings, now rectified. So this is very simple method to perform various types of omissions. Another omission, omission of interest on capital, omission of interest on drawings, salary plus commission, etc. The procedure will be same. First, you have to calculate opening capitals if closing capitals are given in the question. Next step is find out interest on capital on the opening capitals. Third step is find out interest on drawings if given in the question, very well. Otherwise, you have to calculate interest on drawings also. The next step is preparing profit and loss adjustment account, just putting the omitted amounts here, debit or credit, and after that preparing table showing adjustment to find out debit and credit accounts for journal. For example, let A, B and C are partners sharing 3:2:2:1. The opening capitals of A, B and C are 1,75,000 and 50,000 respectively. B is entitled to a salary of rupees 5,000 per annum, and C is entitled to a commission of rupees 10,000 per annum. The drawings of the partners during the year were A rupees 10,000, B rupees 10,000 and C rupees 5,000. Interest on drawings amounted for A rupees 500, for B rupees 500 and for C rupees 300. At the end of the year, it was found that no interest on capital provided to the partners, salary and commissions were also omitted from the books, as well as interest on drawings is not charged against the partners. Now I am going to perform these omissions in the same process which I have used for omission of interest on capital as well as interest on drawings. First, I am going to find out whether opening capitals are given or not in the question. Here I have written the opening capitals of all the partners, so it means I am ignoring the step 1, which is to calculate opening capital. Now I'm going to step 2, which is calculation of interest on capital. Suppose rate of interest on capital is 10% per annum. So interest on capital for A will be 10% of 1 lakh, that is 10,000. For B, 10% of 75,000 amounts to 7,500, and for C, 10% of 50,000, which amounts to 5,000. The next step is finding whether interest on drawings are given or not. In the question which I have taken, interest on drawings are also calculated already. For A 500, for B 500, and for C 300. So I have I have to take these items or these amounts against interest on drawings. So interest on drawings for A is 500 rupees, for B 500 rupees, and for C 300 rupees. The third step is completed from 3 steps. Now I am going to step 4, which is preparing P&L adjustment account. As I have already told you that P&L adjustment account only shows omissions, and now I am going to put various omissions on the debit or credit side of P&L adjustment account. As you know, interest on capital is a expense for the business. So for partnership firm, it will be shown on the debit side of P&L adjustment account. I just write down to interest on capital. I have already calculated interest on capital, 10,000 for A, 7,500 for B, and 5,000 for C, which totals 22,500. Again, there is a omission of salary to be 5,000 per annum. Salary is also an expense to the firm, so it will be written down on the debit side also. Salary to B, which is 5,000 per annum. And there is also another omission, which is commission to C, 10,000 per annum. If a firm is paying partner a commission, then it will be treated again as an expense to the firm. So it will be written on the debit side of P&L adjustment account, commission to C, 10,000 rupees. Now the fourth omission was interest on drawings. Interest on drawings is a revenue for the business, so credit side of P&L adjustment account will reflect it, and I will write down interest on drawings on the credit side of P&L adjustment account. A 500, B 500, C 300. The total is 1,300. Now I am going to close it because I have performed all the omissions here. The total of debit side is 37,500, which is greater than the credit side. So I will write down 37,500 on the credit side also, and the balance is 36,200. This is the loss which is incurred by the partners in their profit sharing ratio. So I will write down capital account loss A, B and C. This is distributed in the ratio of 2:1. So it means 2/5 share of 36,200 incurred by A, 2/5 share of 36,200 incurred by B, and 1/5 share of 36,200 incurred by C. The amount stands 7240 for C, 14480 for B, and again 14480 for A. Now I will post all these items in the step 5 table showing adjustment. I will write down credit amounts against amount debited and debit amounts against amount credited for A 500 as well as 14,480. I will sum up these two items and show collectively 14980 for A. Again for B 14980. Again for C, 7540. These are the amounts which are posted from credit side. Now I am going to show debit amounts against the head amount credited, which is for A 10,000, for B 12,500, and for C 15,000. Now I am going to close it, finding the difference. The difference is 4980, difference is 2480, and the difference is 7460. Because for A, debit is more, so I will write down debit against it. In this case, for B, again debit is more, and for C, credit is more, then I will write down credit. Now I will perform the journal. I have got two accounts which are going to be debited and one account which is going to be credited. So A's account will be debited by 4980. B's account again debited for 2480, and C's account will be credited with 7460. This corrected our omissions. Now, being omissions of interest on capital, salary, commission, and interest on drawings now rectified. So you see, this is very simplest method to perform all types of adjustments and conclude or rectify the omissions. Now friends, if you like my video, then like and share and subscribe my video more and more, and comment it on any specific topic if you want me to show you the simplest method to perform that particular topic, and I am looking forward to it. Thank you very much.